and I'm going to talk about Bella and other dogs like Bella that are extremely desirable dogs. Sit, and why she is such a desirable dog. Now, what I'm working on here, sit, is an implied stay. So I have her at sit, I keep the leash on her, and then I'm going to be circling her so she gets used to making me move. There's another dog out here that is in that category, what we're going to talk about, and that's my dog Mango.
Caine, would you get the fuck out of here?
And he's an extremely desirable dog too, but he also, on the same hand, didn't do so good when
Caine,
he was
I'm
in
gonna give me
people's
some
homes.
of that
Mango, I'm trying to work
Hey,
with Bella.
baby, how
Mango's
you
totally
doing?
into Bella.
I'm Mango.
And
I'm
it's a
Mexican
shame.
and you're Puerto
He came
Rican.
and
We're
lived
gonna
with
get
me.
on real good.
He's trying to get busy with Bella. Hey, Mango, knock it off. Yeah, go. Get out of here, dude. We're working.
Caine, I'm trying to get me some. You're an asshole.
Come on, man. Come on, brother. Go over there. Here, come over here and sit down. Good girl, sit. Are you starting to see why Bella would be an extremely desirable dog to have? It's her energy level. It's not that she's cute. By the way, she was rescued out of a backyard. Her mother talked the owner into giving the Bella up. Here's a picture of Bella. Totally neglected. Look at her now. She's beautiful. But that's not what makes Bella so great. It isn't. It's Bella's energy level. It's awesome. Bella, here. You're a good girl. Here, come here. I'm just going to keep working, sit, and talking about this because it's important. Bella, up. Bella, sit. Good girl. Most people in our society see the dog that's jumping around, and they're also told this by unscrupulous people like Zach George, tells people that the dog that's jumping around, the excited dog, is the smartest kind of dog. No, it's not. It's just excited, okay? And some dogs are easier to excite than others. I'm not saying that Bella can't get excited. She certainly can. And one of the things that she's here, one of the reasons why she's here is that there's a big window, and Bella will go in front of the window and run back and forth and start barking. No, sit. And she'll start, maybe she has to go to the bathroom. Let me take her over here and go potty. I'll keep talking. Bella, here. And she'll run back and forth, okay, and start barking at what she sees outside, either dogs or people. So she needs to learn no, and she needs basic commands, but, so her mother can indicate stuff to her, when she's doing something wrong or when she's doing something right. She must learn no, understand that no means that she's doing something wrong or she's in the wrong position. But other than that, she's very desirable because of her energy level. She isn't bouncing off the walls. This is a 2-year-old dog. Up. Sit. It's a 2-year-old dog. It's young, but it's more mellow than, say, a 2-year-old Labrador. A 2-year-old Labrador is still acting like a puppy. She's acting like an adult. She's like my dog Mango.
Caine, you are a fucking asshole. Shut the fuck up, dude.
And like I said, Mango, it didn't go so good. I think 6 people owned him before I owned him. The person that owned Mango before me was my girlfriend, and I could see it was going bad. You couldn't tell her anything, and she kept taking Mango into a pet store. She owned a pet store and would not monitor the situation. People would come up and bum rush Mango. Mango would bite people. She kept doing it until finally the 10th time that Mango bit someone, she handed me Mango and said, "Here, you take him." Needless to say, good girl, Bella. Good girl. Sit. needless to say, good girl, sit. I stayed away from the woman for a long time. I didn't want her to get her hands on Mango. Sit. Good girl, Bella. Sit. Sit. That's good. But Mango's one of those dogs. Good girl, Belle. Sit. That his energy level isn't like he's bouncing off the walls. You know, it's awesome. Like Mango sort of has a mellow streak.
This dog's having my puppies. I think I'm in love with Bella. We're gonna do it in just a minute. Caine, get out of here. We want some privacy.
You can't just do whatever with every dog, by the way. Like, oh, here, sit. If somebody can't just like run up and pet Mango, nobody should be doing that to any dog. So he has certain things about him that he's not the most gregarious type, and maybe she isn't either. She doesn't need to be. This is a dog, sit, that would probably go, it'd be easier if she was in an animal shelter to get a dog that was at the front of the cage, wagging its tail all excited, jumping up, you know. It'd be easier to get that dog adopted than this dog. This dog might be in the back, totally mellow, just chill, minding its own business like Mango would probably do. And yet people look at this dog, it's like, oh, you know, what's the matter with that dog? Oh, you mean because it's not jumping around, bouncing off the walls? This is an awesome kind of dog to have. Are you kidding me? No itching right now, baby. Sit. No, here. As a 55-year-old, I love it. I love it. Here, sit. I own a dog named Tonka that's hyperactive. He's a hyperactive bird dog. That's not an easy dog to live with. And I'm telling you, that dog in the city is difficult. And if somebody, just normal person, got some dog like Tonka and they're living in the city, it doesn't go well. Tonka ends up, you know, somebody gives him away, you know, puts him in somebody's backyard, or I've heard it before, it's bullshit. That dog needs to be on a farm. No, it doesn't. Doesn't need to be running around loose. Tonka would get in trouble. It needs to be in a situation where somebody's going to work with it constantly. This dog will be easier because there's less drive in the dog. It's less active. I got my neighbor's dog making some noises, and she's sort of like looking over there, but, you know, she's certainly not all super excited. Mango's over there sitting down. He's not acting like a dick either. This is an awesome kind of dog to have. Stop thinking that the dog those kind of dogs, the active dogs, the more active dogs, the Labradors, the German Shepherds, the Huskies, those are more difficult dogs to deal with. They are. This dog has a tendency to be stable. Watch this. Sit. Sit. I haven't even worked with her a full day. This will be the first full day. Sit. Not as much impulse control problems with a low energy dog like this. I don't even know if low energy is the right word. That's not even the right word. But those super active dogs, man, they're difficult to deal with. The Labradoodle. It's got lab in it. That dog Bowser that was just here, he's not going to really slow down for a while. He'll slow down a little bit at 8 months, slow down a little bit after a year, then maybe a little bit after 2 years, something like that. But he's not, you know, when he hits his senior years, the good thing about that dog is that he isn't like constantly active. We see that dog Bowser will lay down in a crate and take a nap. Some dogs don't. Tonka never did that at his age. No, sit. Okay, here. I'm telling you, you need to stop thinking about, I want the dog that bounces around, you know, jumps up and down, wagging its tail, like that's the desirable dog. It might be if you're going to do a lot, if you're real active. If you want to train the dog to retrieve or something like that, yeah, you want a dog like that. But if you just want a house dog, something like Bella or Mango, come on, you can't beat a dog like this. Bella, up. Sit. Sit. Good girl. I'm telling you, it's awesome. The last couple of years, I mostly trained puppies, right? Having a dog like this that acts like an adult, I'm loving it. I love the dog. Seriously, it's easier. I can train an adult in 30 days. I'm just keeping her a little bit longer because she's related to Bowser. She was having some aggression issues. We'll go a little bit longer than 30 days, but this is the adult dog that acts sort of calm like this. This is a much easier dog to deal with. Are you understanding why? She's stable. This is a great kind of dog to have. There's nothing wrong with this dog. Nothing. Nothing. If you have a dog like this, don't think that there's something wrong with your dog because it's not jumping around, bouncing off the walls. You better thank your lucky stars because that's how most dogs are. Bella's awesome. You're freaking awesome. Sit. It's a good girl. Sit. Here. I hope this makes sense. I don't know if I explain what I'm doing, but I'm trying to teach Bella that sit is an implied stay. Notice how she just kind of jumps up now. Sit. She knows what we're working on. And we do that by having the dog sit, and then I move around and then circling the dog, right? So I sit. The dog, knows that you're staying in the general vicinity, but it gets used to you moving around. No. If they get up like that, you just put them back down where they were. So just put her back down where she was. Sit. We keep going. Sit. Good girl, Bella. Good girl. Sit. That's a good girl. Good. That's very good. Good girl. Sit. We repeat this over and over, and sooner or later the dog really starts getting. But the dog's already getting it, and we already started weaving her weaving her in and out of the weave poles. She's sort of picking that up too. Weave here, weave here, weave here, weave here, weave here, weave here. It's fucking awesome. That is great. Do you see what I'm saying? Like when you have the high drive, Bella, get up there. When you're working with the high drive dog, the super active dog, the young puppy, it's more difficult. You're dealing with that energy level, you're dealing with impulse control, you're dealing with all these issues that are related to just the dog's energy. It's always like going forward. This dog, we can really get somewhere quicker, and this is a great kind of dog to have. All dogs can bite, okay? This is a fact. All dogs can bite. Like I was saying, like Mango, you just can't do whatever with any dog. Doesn't matter if Mango was my dog Ike, I wouldn't be bringing it in a pet store, leaving it there for people just to go up and think that it's a toy that they can just pet anytime that they want. No wonder it didn't go well. You have to use some common sense, but this dog's very desirable. By the way, you might love a dog, but they don't like being hugged. You're doing that, you're dominating the dog. They don't really like that. That's really like physically dominating the dog. That's about, hang on, sit. That's about as stupid as trying to roll the dog over on its back. That stupid dog whisper thing. So know that you do not want to hug the dog. Your kids shouldn't be hugging the dog. They shouldn't be kissing the dog. They're going to get their face bit. And if you don't walk around holding the dog, this is not a big dog, but like say I was holding Mango or something, or the owner's holding Bella, right? You're already sort of like doing that dominant thing, right? And then somebody comes to hug you, and if this dog was in between you, there are very few dogs that wouldn't go for the person. So know that. They don't really like being dominated, and they certainly don't want to be dominated by the interloper. And that's what was happening to Mango. He's down on the ground. Oh, isn't he cute? Same action. He doesn't know them. He had no idea who they were. Sit. Good girl, sit. Fucking awesome. You're such a good dog. Good girl. I'm loving her. What do you want me to say? She's great. Sit. No, sit. Good girl, Belle. Sit. I hope this video made sense. You want the most mellow dog you can get, so remember that too. If you have an active dog, you don't want to make things worse. You want to make the dog as calm as possible. And if the dog is active and there's things that excite the dog, yes, you need to work that dog around these points of excitement and make sure that the dog is compliant and as calm as possible. But you also, on the same hand, you don't just let the dog keep being excited, because that will become the dog's general behavior. Everybody in this country should be concentrating on making the dog as calm as possible. That's it. Unless you're doing protection work or you're working something specifically with the dog, no. Right, like hunting or something like that, you don't really need this high drive, high energy dog. But some dogs are really hardwired to be that way, you know? So you have to take that into consideration, and how we'll burn up that energy is through training. Training your dog for 15 minutes a day doing something like retrieves, where the dog sits before it goes on the retrieve, you know? Don't move. Sit. Is more exhausting than like taking the dog and letting it run around your backyard for 45 minutes. We make the dog use its mind, that will exhaust the dog. Sit. You're good. You're real good. Sit. I love her. What do you want me to say? She's cute. She's, you know, that's a perfect dog for somebody my age. It is. Her mom's about my age. Perfect. Her mom's got a bad hip too. All this dog needs to do is learn the commands. Her mom will be good to go. You know? Seriously, this is a good dog. Sit. What do you want me to say? It might be the dog. If you go to the animal shelter and you want to pick out a dog, think about that. It might not be the dog that's going to go best for you and your family, the dog that's at the front of the cage with its paws up on the cage. It might be that dog in the back that's like just totally chill. This is a 2-year-old dog. Compare this dog, the energy level, to a 2-year-old lab. You know, most labs, some labs are super chill, but most of them aren't. Sit. I like a lot. She's working out real quick for me too. It's great. I'm loving you. I'm loving you, Bella. You're awesome. See, she likes me now. She'll make eye contact with me and everything.
Oh, she smells good. Caine, you dirtbag, get away from us. Caine, you are a dick.
See, these two get along great. Mango's 19.
Caine, you're like 85 or something, aren't you?
He doesn't like being groomed. He likes to roll around in the mud. He was with the wrong kind of owner. He goes goose hunting. He hasn't been in years, but he used to. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, come to Mango, baby. Come to Mango.